you had a really interesting story about Will Smith. Do you want to divulge?
Yeah. So like you, in the pandemic, we all downloaded. I think everyone in the country, in the world, downloaded TikTok. And so my son Finn, he's 13 now, but he was whatever age that would have been in the pandemic. How long ago was that? I blacked out for the pandemic. So like
2 years that didn't exist.
Is that 5 years ago now? 4 years ago? I don't know. 2020, we're 2024, 4 years ago. Yes. So we picked up TikTok and started playing with it just to have fun with him. Just, while all that stress was going on, I needed something creative. And I put a post out on LinkedIn and I said, me and Finn are on a mission. We're going to make ourselves TikTok famous. And we had like 3 followers or something. So I like doing that kind of stuff because then it makes you go, right, I better go and do this.
It's accountability.
I've told the world I'm going to do it. I better figure out how to do this. So me, Finn, and our dog Astro were the starting characters in our TikTok. Just literally random fun. If you look back in the feed, it's Entertaining Dad is the channel. We were just having fun together and then did loads. Then Finn got bored. I got bored. The world picked back up. And then one day, Finn was in the garden. He was doing a trick on his trampoline. And I watched it and I was like, wow, that was cool. And he swung onto this like pull-up bar that I've got, did a somersault. And I put it in reverse. And I was like, Finn, that's going to go so viral. And I think it got the first video got 14 million views on TikTok. And I was like, holy shit. And I don't think I'd ever managed to get that many views for any other brand ever. And I was like, we've got a narrow moment of time here. And
capitalize on it now.
To capitalize it. So one thing I did, it got thousands of comments. I went in and I replied to every single comment. And I replied to, I think, almost every comment with a question.
just to increase the engagement.
Right? So that fuels it, right? Yeah. And in the comments, I noticed a theme that they were either he's like a tiny Spider-Man, or they were arguing. People love to argue, right, on social media. And they were like, it's in reverse, it's not in reverse. So they were doing that, or they were saying that, or there was another trend that was big at the time where people would do random stuff one after the other. Yeah. And it was called Never Let Them Know Your Next Move. And so I went onto Amazon, bought a Spider-Man outfit, and I said, Finn, put the Spider-Man outfit on. We'll call the video Never Let Them Know Your Next Move, and then do it in reverse again, etc. And we put it out, and it got 72 million views on Instagram, which was more than Kim Kardashian's most viewed reel that year. And I think the 8th most watched reel in the world. Wow. And so we had a laugh with that, and it was great fun. And then we just started creating loads of different content. Yeah. And I was like, actually, it's kind of weird because you have all those eyes, but I was like, I don't even know what our thing is. Maybe our thing's reverse videos. Yeah. And so we were doing loads of reverse videos. And then I was like, this is kind of boring. I don't know if we can do this forever. We tried stuff with sweets because Finn was young, and then sweets, tried all this kind of stuff. And then I realized that people liked watching the relationship between father and son. Yeah. And I realized that father-son duos were a thing. And I was like, this is cool because we can do this as a kind of bonding thing. Mm-hmm. And it lets me document our journey growing up. I can teach him all about creativity. I can teach him about business, and it felt like a win-win-win. So we started doing that, and then I'd had a really stressful time at work, and since the beginning of MadeBrave, right, I'd been collecting Amex points. And I was like, we're going to the Maldives because I'm so stressed. Right? So I'd booked this trip to the Maldives, and I needed a camera to go to the Maldives, and I bought this Insta360 camera, and it is the most creative tool I've ever used now. And I've been in photography for years and years and years, and this camera captures 360 everything. And when you post-produce, you can basically choose what you point at, and you can, distort the image. 4K? It's 46K now, or 8K, maybe 8K. There's a new one
because it's the whole the sphere.
Right? If you have and then if you crop into it, it goes smaller and smaller, etc. In terms of resolution. But it's brilliant. It's the best thing ever, and you put it on a huge selfie stick, and AI removes the stick, so it looks like you've got a drone following you when you don't. And I love this tool, right? So I took it there. And I think it was a combination of the two of us, the beautiful scenery, that's the dog, I guess. That wasn't us. And I think the combination of like beautiful scenery, father-son stuff, creative shoot, and then we started doing behind the scenes stuff. Like every video started to blow up. So they were getting like 5 million, 10 million, all this on our feed. And I was like, wow. Insta360 reached out and said, like, we'd love to sponsor you. And I was like, yes, because I love this camera anyway.
Yeah, I use it anyway. So
I use it anyway. And I'm like, so I'm going to be the best ambassador for you, me and Finn, because we just love this thing. So they send us all these cameras now. And then they started paying us to create some content as well, which is always nice, right?
A little extra on the side.
Exactly. And then we started creating these, they're called, now this is the weirdest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. It's ASMR mukbang 360 videos.
So like sound.
Right, so you're like ASMR.
Yeah.
People speak like that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Just creeps a lot of you.
It's really creepy. So there's a whole ASMR trend in in China, right?
Yeah.
You get all these videos where people eat stuff and all that.
Yeah.
And these 360 videos are like when it looks like you've like filmed in a cup or something. It's like so weird. Go and look on our channel at Entertaining Dad. People would see it. And then like me and Finn would eat these sweets, right? Yeah. And I would be continuously tagging brands because I thought, well, then we'll get on their radar. And I thought that's quite a good demographic with me and Finn, to get attention there. Anyway, it was World Chocolate Day, and we had to do a video for World Chocolate Day. And so I went on Amazon and I bought like this massive tube of Nutella. And then I was like, what is the weirdest thing that we could eat with Nutella? And then I was like, Finn, what do you think? And he's like, what's it? Or like Cheetos if you're in America.
Yeah.
We bought some of them, and then we did one of these ASMR mukbang 360 videos.
With that.
It's a sentence I never thought in my life that I would say. With that, and it like, I can't remember, I got like 1 million views. Insta360 reached out to me and said, Andrew, we'd love to use that video. Will Smith's going to react to it and recreate it. And I was like, well, Will Smith. And then literally, one day we woke up and on our feed was Will Smith had shared on his channel, him looking at our video, reacting to the video, and then doing the technique that we'd created. And we were like, what is the world?
Yeah, that is crazy. It's crazy how you can network with some of these like celebrities. You realize that they are just another person.
Yeah,
like,
and they're there and they're on their feed and you can connect with them. And I think it's so powerful in that way that, it's just, and then, you get to one thing and then that creates the next best thing. And
the thread goes on. Have you ever spoken to these guys? Like any
No,
of
we never got, I was like, surely
give me an interview.
He's going to come and speak because it's Finn and everything. But no, we didn't manage to pull that off, unfortunately.